Hello, hello. Happy Sunday? It's Sunday, yeah. We're AAI2ing again, and I'm very excited. I was gonna play AAI2 again because I've played it before on stream, but then I caved. We played the demo, which we're gonna play today, a couple days ago, and I was like, oh shit, I actually do really like this game. And so I caved, and now we're replaying it, and it's fine. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this spoiler-free, I think. Unless if it devolves into being not spoiler-free, but otherwise it's gonna be spoiler-free. Um, which is exciting. And also, we'll be playing through the whole rest of the game. It's just the demo's out now. But by next Friday, I think, the rest of the game is gonna be available, so... And then we'll just go from there. We're not playing Ace Attorney Investigations 1, because I don't want to play it. And I also don't really care for the game. But AAI2, very good game. Very good game. I'm very excited to see what they do with the characters and the translation and stuff like that. Like, that's mostly why I'm doing this, because I think that I want to see how they decide to translate things, because they previously didn't have an AAI2. You know, they didn't have a translation. They have the fans translation. The fan translation is really good. So I want to see if they top it. And if they don't top it, then it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Why did the music stop? Why did the music stop? That was really scary. Why did the music stop? Anyway. We should play a game. I'm procrastinating. There we go. Anyway. So. Why is the music not working? You're supposed to be working. Okay, let me take this out. Alright, now it's back. Let me put that back in. Let me do that. Activate, deactivate. Yes! I can't hear anything. Okay, let me... God, I have to boost my volume up so loudly, and I can only use this pair of headphones that I'm using right now. God, okay. Also, I love this starting shoot, this soundtrack. It's very good. But yeah, we're playing this on Switch, which is very cool. I think the options are all set. Yeah. Text skip, no. Art style, yeah, we're gonna do the HD art style. We're not auto-playing. Which is gonna be bad, because I'm not good at the game. God, I'm so excited. They're so cool. Frick, man. Yeah, we're doing HD. Don't worry. Oh, Turnabout Trigger. It's a good name for it. Good name for the case. I love this for starting music for this case, so I'm very excited. Yay! This case slaps. I love it. God, it's not... It's such smooth animation already. This is crazy. What? 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 What the hell is happening? Why did that do that? This is so mean. This is so mean and rude. Why would you do that? Okay. Now I just have to wait. Let me turn this off. Close that software. Reopen the software. Why did it do that? Oh, good. Okay, plug it back in. Deactivate, reactivate. There we go. Cannot attain any accolades. Well, there's no accolades on Switch, I don't think. Let's do this again. God, it's great. Very excited. Let's do this again, and hopefully it doesn't die. Especially not in the middle of the cutscene. Because that's very rude of it. Anyway, we're back. Everything's fine. God, it's so smooth. Now, sir, your audience awaits. I should be voicing this. I forgot to voice this. Honored friends and allies, I am here today to deliver a message. The odious criminals that dogged my beloved nation are no more, thanks to the prosecutor's office of your great country. You have our most heartfelt gratitude. However, friends, do not forget, the battle against evil rages on. Here today, I make you this solemn something. I hate the word. We shall crush the wicked with the righteous hammer of justice. I'm gonna change his voice, but whatever. Ah! God, I love this soundtrack. This song specifically is so good. Call the prosecutor's office. Get Miles Edgeworth here right away. If anyone can solve this, he can. God, look at him. He looks so cool in HD. It's so smooth. It was so crunchy in the previous version. It was really cool. Yeah. God, it's so smooth. Oh my god. I'm gonna say this like every 5 seconds, but it's so smooth. I'm kind of obsessed with it. I'm gonna make the volume a little louder, and hopefully that's fine. I'm making my own volume a little softer. Hope that's okay. The news must be halfway around the world already. That's not his voice. Whatever, we'll get to it. I can't really do his voice really well. I usually just did my own voice. But like, we'll try. After all, it's not every day an attempt is made of the life of a nation's president. My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor. I came as soon as I got the call. The moment the phone rang, I knew it was serious. Mr. Edgeworth! Thank goodness you're here, sir! This is Dick Gumshoe, a detective of the local precinct. He's the one usually assigned to my cases. How's the president, detective? We still don't know, Mr. Edgeworth. The medics just boarded the plane a few minutes ago. I see. I hope he's alright. Then I suppose you better show me the scene of the crime instead. Right away, sir. Hey, I said hey! Yeah, you, Ruffles! God, look at her. She's so cool. Who's that? You're the prosecutor in charge of this here case, ain't ya? Want to give me your first impressions? Anything strike y'all as odd? No comment. Detective Gumshoe, with me. He's like, I don't want to deal with the rest, sorry. Come on now, Mr. Prosecutor. Don't be like that. Mr. Edgeworth, wait for me! I can't do a gummy voice either. Ah, my throat. Now, detective, I'll need the facts of this case, in as much detail as you can give me. God, he's so ripped. Oh my god. It looks even more startling in HD. Dear frickin' lord. Well, the scene was right here at Gourd Lake, as you already know. A bunch of people were gathered to welcome the president of Zhenghua. Di Junhua. Yes, I read about his visit. It's been all over the news for days now. It was raining until just before you landed. Luckily, it let up, and
and went on stage as planned.
Why? 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 Why is this doing this to me? This might be a problem. Whatever. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Bang! A gun goes off and everyone runs for cover, terrified for their lives. Apparently. Apparently. Truth is, I only just showed up myself. I don't know a whole lot more than you do, sir. You were summoned on short notice as well. Sure was. Right in the middle of my day off. I was at the office taking advantage of the peace and quiet to prepare for my next case. And then the boss himself's calling you to the scene. Never a dull moment, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? The boss. Yeah, Chief Prosecutor was right here in the park. Saw the whole thing. First chance he got, he yelled at the top of his lungs. Get me Edgeworth right away! He's the only man for the job! Something like that. I see. Oh, they cordoned the perimeter of the park off as soon as it happened. You'll be happy to know. So our would-be assassin is still here somewhere. Good.
God, they look so stupid with their little Ichi sprites. That makes me really happy.
Now all we gotta do is find him in the middle of that crowd before they strike again. You're right. You don't know what else our culprit may be planning. These people are in danger. We don't have a moment to lose. Let's begin with the basics. And search every inch of the crime scene for clues, no matter how insignificant they may seem. Precisely. The president was shot at, which means the gun was involved. That's our first clue. Alright, duly noted. Detective Gumshoe, how exactly was the security detail surrounding the president's speech organized? Well, sir, our officers were mainly focused on securing the perimeter of the park. The president's people took charge of the rest. He has his own team of bodyguards. See those guys over there? Maybe we should ask them a few questions.
They really are just the same model, just duplicated. I really enjoy that they kept that because it was like that at the beginning at the previous version. Why is it doing this every 5 goddamn seconds? That is really annoying. Let me fix all my wires. This is gonna break it again, but I'm doing it on purpose at least. Oh, okay. All right, let me fix the ones on the switch port. Everything's in. It should be fine, but no.
If you want to talk with them, I need to walk over and press A.
Cool. God, he looks so stupid. Stupid. He's like a little hamster. Hi, buddy. Talk to me.
Can I help you? You were the president's bodyguards, correct? Can you tell me how the security detail was arranged during the speech? 2 of our senior operatives were attached to the president. The rest secured on stage. This is our first rodeo. Anything suspicious in that crowd, we would have spotted it right away. I see. So the president's security was tightly orchestrated for the duration of the speech. Let's investigate further. We should speak with other witnesses and continue to look over the crime scene. We can't afford to leave any stone unturned. So that's how y'all go about it, huh? Sure is something seeing the pros at work. Care to share a little about what happened to that information once you got a hold of it? Bystanders. This one seems persistent, but I can't afford to get distracted. Hey, Ruffles, I asked you a question, dang it. What happens next? Well, we put all the information together and try to find connections. Right, sir? Detective? He's freaking sprite. Gummy, please. Us, don't be so hard on the poor guy. So, connections, you say? And what's next? Well, I guess just say we connect the dots. Connect one piece of information to another. It's Mr. Edwards' forte. He's the logic master. I can view what information I have with L, and I can connect it with X. I should try it now. Just a quick press of L, and we'll be down the path of logic.
Oh god. Oh my god. Beautiful. I love how they updated the graphics for this. I mean, I'm gonna miss the little, like, there was, like, a little light that, like, went left and right for the previous graphics, which is fun, which looked really cool. But, like, I like how they make it a puzzle piece. Like, that is... It works, is what I'm trying to say. Despite the president's tight security, the perpetrators still managed to carry out their attack, completely undetected by a contingent of highly trained bodyguards, no less. No mean feats. This would have taken some serious planning. In other words, the assassination attempt was almost certainly premeditated. That's the stuff, Mr. Edgeworth. The old logic never fails, huh? The old logic. Indeed, all we need to do is find the right clues, and then make right connections between them. Take the wrong connections, however, and we'll only wind up further from the truth. Which means I must make well-reasoned connections. I tend to draw logical conclusions. Oh god. I hope we do it correctly. But, you know, there's always a chance. Let's get the investigation started. Time to examine anything that looks suspicious. To examine things, I simply need to walk up to them and press A. If I wish to speak with a detective, I should use X. Can I just speak with... Oh my god. They're so cute. Oh my god, they're so cute. You look like, that guy from AAI2 Files. He has the vibe. God, look at them. They're literally so funny. Anyway. Can I talk with you? Hey, Ruffles! How's the investigation coming along? What do you think you want to share? Y'all want to share? Ugh, here we go again. I'm not in the habit of sharing the details of confidential investigations with strangers. Dang, you sure are one tough cookie. But I ain't gonna head back to Chief Lotta empty-handed. Oh my god, Lotta? Lotta Hart? Oh my god. That's really cute. Don't I know that name from somewhere? Yeah, you do. No, must be my imagination. No, you do. You do know that name. I love that. That's cute. So the president had a nasty surprise while he was giving his speech. Same thing happened to me when I was a kid, right in the middle of a public speaking contest. There I was, yammering away, when all of a sudden, earthquake almost jumped out of my skin. That sounds terrifying. Even the word earthquake makes me queasy. Of course you would say that. What? You were listening, Mr. Edgeworth. I thought you were ignoring my little aside like always. I would never ignore your aside. Gumshoe. No! I was as surprised as you, sir, but there's no mistaking it. It's a Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Tokyo. It's a popular TV show. Old, young, it doesn't matter. It truly has something for everyone. Beats me why they have the Steel Samurai balloon at a welcome party for a foreign president. It's a little odd, although now that I think about it, what a better hero to represent our nation. Of course you would say that. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. I'm so sad that they took away look at every nook and cranny. That was such an iconic line. They have it in AAI1, I believe. I think I saw that they kept it in AAI1, but it's not in AAI2 anymore, which is really sad. I don't know why they would change that for only AAI2. Whatever. Whatever. These flowers are in full bloom. They look exotic, but I don't know the species. My favorite flowers are maybe roses? Yeah, roses and lilies. Roses make me think of weddings. Ah, the romance. And lilies, well, that's funerals, I guess. Sad, but a part of life, you know? What the hell? It's no coincidence that both types of occasions tend to feature a free buffet, I imagine. Oh my god. Come on, sir, that's not fair. Okay. Breaks your heart, don't it? It does. What villainy could have befallen him? Witnesses said he popped right about when the gun went off, which would strongly suggest that a bullet struck the balloon. I love this song, by the way. Looks like we got a case of cold-blooded samurai murder on our hands.
This is sacrilege. I won't rest until the culprit has been apprehended. Detective, we cannot let this vile assassin escape. We won't, sir. You can count on it.
Fantastic. Freaking phenomenal.
It's a flag of Zhengfa. The key motive is the blazing red phoenix. Wait, what's this? Something the matter, sir. You don't see it, detective. There's something unusual about this flag. Compare it with the one on the other side of the stage, if you will. Oh, that's a beauty right there. Just look at it flapping on the wind. It's immaculate. Exactly, which is how a flag should look. And yet, here we see quite a different picture. One thing in particular stands out, don't you think? Oh, right, of course. I give up. Come on, spill the beans. You can lead a horse to water. I'll just have to move the cursor to the problematic spot and highlight the difference with X. With X, interesting. We know where it is. It's right here. Come on.
Take that!
Look closely. Do you see the hole? Whoa, look at that! You're right, sir. And note the burn marks around the edges. That's a bullet hole. There's no mistaking it. A bullet hole? So you're saying a bullet went through this flag?
Yes, that is exactly what he's saying.
We've gathered enough information for the moment. Time to put the pieces together and see what we can figure out.
But I want to explore. I'm gonna explore, actually. Yes, I want to explore.
Have you found anything of note, officer? No, sir. Not a thing. No fingerprints, no footprints, nothing. That is to say, none that stand out, sir. Not after everyone touched and walked over everything. Detective Gumshoe. Did he sound pleased about having no evidence to catalog? I'll, speak to his commanding officer about it, sir. Salary review's coming up soon and all.
Great. Good to know. Good to know.
There's a bright red balloon bobbing on the surface of the lake. Reminds me of sending balloon letters back when I was a kid. You write a letter, see, and then you tie it to a balloon, and then set it floating out to see someone writes back. That's quite an ingenious idea. And, did anyone write back? No. You kinda need a balloon that actually floats first. That's where your plan fell apart?
Oh my god. They're so funny. Oh my god. Look at that animation. It's a good animation. They did good. They did really good. It's so smooth. I love how his hair vents, you know, go up and down. It's funny. Him from the front, his cravat, or jabot, whatever it's called. It's very funny to me. And then to the left. Very good. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 would say. Would say 10 out of 10.
What is the officer here taking pictures of, detective? The wicked will be crushed beneath the righteous hammer of justice. Look like he's reading off one of these papers here, Mr. Edgeworth. Pro speech tips number 3. Speak slowly and confidently to win your audience around. Hey, this is good stuff. Better get a shot of this one, too. Instead of focusing on that speech, how about you focus on your work instead, officer?
No. No. No.
Is the president okay? I'm not at liberty to share that information with local law enforcement. Why don't you just say to him, you let us on that plane, pal, or you might regret it. Sorry, I can't let you do that. No one respects the badge anymore. I suppose this is something of an international incident. All the more reason to find the killer as soon as we possibly can.
Alright, is there anything else over here? I guess there is. I don't know. Well, the thing said that there's something that could be found here. So I'm gonna check if there's something that can be found here, Edgeworth. I guess there's nothing to be found here. Alright, anything else? I don't think so. I think it's these two. I could be wrong.
There was a bullet hole in the flak, and it seems highly likely the balloon was popped by a bullet too. Which means 2 shots were fired, right, sir? Possibly even 3. 3. The president was shot at as well, remember? Equally, the hole in the flag and the hole in the balloon could have been made by the same bullet. What we need to know is how many gunshots there were. Nice. Nice. Alright, on with the investigation. Huh? Ruffles! Y'all figured out something, huh? Care to share? Who exactly is she? Why does she keep shouting at us? Rubbernecker, I suppose. Seems pretty interested in the case. Come on, give me something here! We do need to speak with some witnesses to figure out how many gunshots there were. Fine, let's see if she can tell us anything. There you are! There you are! Tabby Lloyd at your service. I think it's a really cute name for her localization. Nicole Swift was also good too, but Tabby Lloyd is like really on the nose, which I enjoy. It's a very classic AA pun. I'm looking into the case for, well, just for me right now, but looking into the case. Miss Lloyd, was it? Miss Lloyd, there was something I'd like to ask. Well, can you tell me? Any exclusive details you want to share? How about the perp? Have they made any demands? What about them there ruffles? Where does a feller buy a cravat like that?
Hold it!
Will you be quiet for a moment? I'll be asking the questions here. Dang, here I thought I could get me something juicy for my piece. I need to know about the shooting. Can you tell me how many gunshots you heard? Why, I most certainly cannot. I beg your pardon. I can't just be handing out leads for free. That stuff's my livelihood. Oh, come on, don't hold it out on us. We all gotta share sometimes. Me? Hold out on you? Well, if y'all were gonna be like that, then I'll be moving right along. Goodbye. Oh, well, wait. Wait for what exactly, huh? Huh? If you got nothing for me, I'm gone. We're fresh out of moves here. Out of moves, huh? I wouldn't be so sure. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? As you know, Detective, I like to play a little chess. And what does one do at chess when the opponent adopts a defensive position? Why, the board offers any number of options, but some are more effective than others. Ugh, sorry, sir, but this is going all way over my head. No matter how impenetrable an opponent's defense may seem, it can always be overcome. Watch and learn, Detective, as I shatter my opponent's resolve with the power of words, just like the Great Ace Attorney 2 resolve. Oh, God. When attempting to draw out an entrenched opponent, one must employ certain tactics. Let us picture the board and see if we can anticipate our adversary's next move. God. This next section is very fun. Now we must analyze the state of play. You're only getting nothing out of me, not until you give me something in return. God, those chess pieces are so rendered. It's so weird because the chess pieces in the old version were so bad looking. My opponent has dug herself in deep. Her defenses won't be easily broken. I can't afford to try her patience by taking too long to plot my next move. In other words, I must be conscious not just of my strategy, but also of the passing of time. That said, I cannot afford to waste words either. In fact, it can pay dividends not to. If my opponent gets too agitated. If you're fixing to ask me something, will you English. If you're fixing to ask me something, will you dang well ask it already? I may be able to gain a tactical advantage by calmly biding my time. Then, when I see a crack in my opponent's armor, I pounce. I should begin by finding out what is it that she does. Alright, time to make my opening gambit. I love how they call it mind chess instead of logic chess. Why don't you begin by telling me what it is what you do? Sure, or I could totally not do that. Think I don't know when to keep my mouth shut? That's my job. Is it now? So you do see something you won't, or can't, tell anybody about. No, shut up! I ain't no lawbreaker if that's what you're insinuating. I'm gonna buy my time for that one. She gotta calm down. I'm a law-abiding words. I'm a law-abiding everyday citizen, and you got no reason to say otherwise. Forgive me, I meant nothing by it. If it's something that you can't tell me about, I imagine it must be very important work indeed. Huh? Well, sure, I guess. Leastways, it will be once I bag me my first scoop. I see. It's a scoop you're after. So you're a journalist, is that correct? Dang! I really enjoy the mental image of Miles Edgeworth being like, so I can't get this answer from this person without pressing them. So to press them, I'm gonna start throwing chess pieces at them with my mines. And then that's when they're gonna break. Sure. I'm your friendly neighborhood reporter. The hungriest cub on the beat. That's the mystery of what she does for a living solved. Perhaps our hungry young cub has gathered information vital to the case. Let's make that our next line of inquiry. With the opening moves concluded, the mid-game approaches. What else does she have to tell us? Oh shit, were you at the scene of the crime? At the time of the incident, were you present at the scene of the crime? Come on now, Ruffles. You gonna give that little tabby something first? Absolutely not. Then I ain't giving you nothing either. You think I'm a sucker? Think again. Come on, this is my career we're talking about here. You gotta give me something. Sadly, the more you know, the more you might find yourself in danger. I ain't scared. I'm a pro. It takes more than a little sound of a little gunfire to faze me. You heard gunfire. You may be a pro, as you put it, but I'd say you're still a little wet behind the ears. You say you heard gunfire, which proves that you were here at the time of the crime. Therefore, you must have seen something. Double dang. Fine, I was here. I saw it. Ada reported on the big speech, wound up reporting on a shooting, and you won't get any more out of me than that. I'm done with your tricks, Ruffles. Your ghost tricks, Ruffles. If she came to report on the event, then she must have had a record of some kind. Second, I'm gonna make this a little smaller. There. A record I would very much like to get my hands on. This is quite the clue as to where to take the conversation next. I'm glad that I guessed right, and that it was the second one that you had to do first. You're a reporter, which means that you must have making. You're a reporter, which means you must have been making a record of some kind. You got more questions? You gotta give me something first. That's the deal. I am not in the habit of making deals. Now tell me what I need to know. Sorry, Ruffles, can't help you. Time to deploy my clue. You must have a record of your reporting. Yeah. No self-respecting reporter would leave the house without a means of putting things on the record. So tell me, Miss Lloyd, where is yours? Of course I made a record. I told you I'm a pro. Dang near wore my shoes off running around this one. Which is why I'm not about to just hand it over to the first person who asks me. I'm not just anyone, young lady. I am the prosecutor in charge of this case. Don't you young lady me, you ain't getting it, no matter how many times you ask. Oh, young lady, you as much as I'm like, alright, Edgeworth, shut up. Shut up, I'm punting him, actually. Wait, what? You understand, don't you, Ruffles? It ain't nothing personal. I understand your job is a difficult one. You do? Well, ain't that sweet? And it's such a competitive field, you must sometimes doubt you'll ever succeed. I'll go plenty far, I'm sure of it. Yeah, just as long as I get my trusty tape recorder, I'll always be ready to nab me a scoop. Play me that tape. Play me it right now. Intriguing. A young reporter, hungry for success, so dedicated to her craft that English is hard. So dedicated to her craft that to leave such an important event unrecorded would be unthinkable. And indeed, she did not. She committed the entire event to tape. Ah! Dang it! This is my scoop you're messing with! My big break! Fine, sure. I recorded the whole darn thing. It's all right here. You got me, okay? Checkmate. God, he's annoying. Let's go. Let's go. You're something else, Ruffles. I was trying to be all strong and silent, but you had me singing like a canary. Never mind that. Now play us the tape. You should finally tell us how many shots were fired. Fine, you could hear it, but I got the conditions. You played me like a fiddle, Ruffles. Only the chief ever played me so good. So you gotta agree to be chief number 2. And be mentoring to a rising star, aka me. Chief number 2, huh? Kind of like a second parent? That's a big responsibility, sir. And one more thing. I want exclusive reporting rights on the first 24 hours. Come on, you gotta say yes. What kind of mentor wouldn't give their star pupil the exclusive, huh? She's a difficult woman to refuse. I need to hear that recording. 24 hours is more than I can promise. But the story's yours until the case is stalled. And the job of chief number 2? I think not. Ugh, you're no fun. But I guess a girl can't have everything. All for the sake of the scoop, huh? Alright, you got yourself a deal. I get exclusive access starting right this second, Ruffles. Good. Then our first order of business is to listen to that tape. Honored friends and allies, I am here today to deliver a message. The odious criminals that dogged my beloved nation are no more. The President's speech. The President's passionately addressing the assembled crowd, as if trying to shake off the reports of his declining popularity by sheer force of will. There, that's me! Can't beat a little live commentary to set the scene. The meeting is scheduled for just after the speech, correct? He seems pretty pleased to be able to put this whole Yatagarasi situation behind him. As well as he should be. This is a great day for all of us. Whose voices are these? Oh, there was these 2 old guys sitting right in front of me. They're whispering away to each other this whole darn time. I know their voices from somewhere. Wait, the part where the gun goes off is right after this. The president thrusts his fist in the air as the excitement reaches fever pitch. The battle against evil rages on. Here today I make you this solemn promise. We shall crush the wicked with the righteous hammer of justice. 2 shots, okay. Interesting. So 2 shots were fired. That's not Edward's voice. My throat is killing me. I feel like I have talked way too much for the last 2 days. And so my voice is just like, it's just like dying just a little bit. It also doesn't help that I did a lot of crazy voice acting for Sea of Stars yesterday. But it's fine. Gotta preface that I had fun. So it really doesn't matter. Alright, 1 second. There we go. Yep, and that tells us something? Tisku. Something very important indeed. It allows us to deduce the trajectory of one of our bullets. The 2 shots fired, one hit the president, which means the other must have passed through both the flag and the balloon, in that order. Which, as you can see, allows us to deduce the position of our shooter. It's, yeah, bottom left. It has to be bottom left. God, this is fun playing on the Switch. I didn't expect to like it, but I'm not against it. I think it's fun.
Take that!
Drawing a line between the flag and the balloon gives us the trajectory of one of our bullets, and place the shooter on the left-hand side of the spectator area. Cool. I remember that being a pain in the ass when I first played it, but I don't remember exactly where it comes into play, so... You're a genius, Mr. Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe. I'll need to examine the left side of the spectator area. Roger that, sir. So you need me to clear all these people out of the way, I guess. I do, and what evidence remains to be found may already be deteriorating. So I'll need you to be quick about it. Yes, sir. Chief, hey, I'm talking to you, Chief. Suppose you mean me, Miss Lloyd. I surely do. You gotta help me out. This stuff's my forte. I'm the best crowd herder you ever did see. I'll prod, pummel, and push 'em on wherever you like. Very kind offer, but I think a less hands-on approach might be preferable. Also, about this chief business, I am nobody's chief. Whatever you say, Chief. Mr. Edwards, sir. Your wish is my command. I somehow doubt that. Here you go, sir. It's all ready for you. Miss Lloyd has cleared everyone out just like that. You should have seen it. Oh, you ain't seen nothing. The chief, my other chief that is, she sends him running twice as quick. Seems like quite a formidable character. Perhaps I should go easier on the poor girl. I mean, Lotta Hart is a formidable character. Thank you, but you really shouldn't have. All that running around. Your clothes are covered in mud. Allow me to pay for your cleaning. It's the least I can do. Huh? You mean my jacket? Oh, don't you be worrying about English. Huh? You mean my jacket? Oh, don't you be worrying your pretty little head about that. It's reversible. All you gotta do is switch it around, and Alexam, no more dirt. On the outside, perhaps, but you still have something of a problem with the inside. We're ready to get back to the investigation wherever you are, sir. The crowd has trampled the entire area. We'll be lucky to find any traces of our shooter at all. Let's go. Yay, look at him go. He's so fast, he's running. How do I walk with him? Do I just have to go slower? Look at him go, he's walking. He's walking, he's going. Let's go the farthest away and then go to the left. Alright. Anything here? No, there's nothing here. This bottom guy on the bottom left looks suspiciously anime. It's kinda terrifying. Man, the lens is cracked. What am I gonna do? The circuit board's hanging out, the whole thing spitting sparks. It's like a fireworks show in there. Probably not a good idea to touch it, I guess. Definitely not. Fireworks can be deadly. Right, sir? This isn't exactly rocket science, detective. The cameraman is clearly otherwise occupied. Perhaps I can talk to him later. Okay. The television truck appears to be stuck in the mud. Reminds me of the time I pushed your car out of the ditch, sir. Then you just drove away and left me there. Gotta admit, it felt kind of lonely. Ugh, did I do that? I think I might have. God, look at his stupid face. I want to look at this face a little closer. 1 second. I'm going closer to the screen. God, he looks so dumb. You came back through, Mr. Edgeworth. Only left me in the mud for maybe 15 minutes? I know you never forget about me, sir. Of course I wouldn't. Barring those 15 minutes, anyway. Okay. Hi, what's your name? Tabby. Tabby, I'm gonna have to remember your name. I'm gonna remember so many names. Oh god, I have to relearn them. You wanna see my badge? You wanna see my badge? Oh, I want to look at my badge, actually. Each prosecutor's badge is engraved with the number of the owner on its back. Numbers, as if we're not human on the inside like everyone else. I mean... This badge design is said to reflect the relentlessness and discipline of law enforcement. It comes from the authority vested in us as strict protectors of the law, and executors of sentences, much like harsh winter frosts and blazing summer days. To wear it as they identify oneself as a prosecutor, but I have no interest in doing so. God, look at him. I never really noticed that he has, like, dots around his dimples? Dimples? Or that's what it's called? Dimples? The little little dots. It's interesting. Ooh, nice. Okay, that's good.
I don't remember if the previous version they had I don't remember if the previous version they had you go through the whole thing yourself, or if they had a transcript.
Dick Gumshoe, age 32. Homicide detective for the local precinct. He's always first to the scene of any murder investigation. He's the same age as Sholmes in Vince Eeks. It's crazy. The current president of Zheng Fa accepted his weight on his life as he gave a speech at the event held in his honor. 58 years old. She's 20. Dear Lord. A journalist who attended the president's speech hoping to snap up a scoop. Cool. You want to see my badge? Hey, I've heard about these. How come it sink in your jacket or whatever? Because that's not the custom. It is too. All lawyers wear them. I've done seen it. So, what's the story with yours? No comment. Huh. Guess these legal eagles gotta make themselves feel superior to us regular folks somehow. I would like it to be on the record that I made no such comment. Stop it. Calling me a reporter and all. It's kind of weird when somebody else says it. Still, Tabby Lloyd, reporter at large. Does have a kind of ring to it, don't you think? But you are a reporter, correct? Sure am. Reporter in training. Have you ever had any articles published? Fancy to look up my work, huh? Well, that may be tricky. And yet you call yourself a reporter nonetheless? Well, I soon will be, won't I? This right here is a big old scoop. No mistake about it. I got the whole thing on tape. Didn't miss a second. And it's all thanks to my trusty mic, and even my trustier tape machine. I'm about to set the journalistic world on fire. Just like my mentor before me. So you attended today's ceremony in order to gather material for an article of some kind. You bet I did. It ain't the kind of thing that happens every day. And when did the ceremony begin? Right after the rain stopped. We got lucky. It was raining all morning before that. And anyhow, the president's plane touched down around 1:45. And the speech started at 2 on the nose. What about the shooting? Must have been 20 after. So 20 minutes after the ceremony began? Yeah, shots rang out, tearing through the air, and only moments before had been alive with cheers. And tragedy! The president dropped to the floor, felled by an unknown assassin's bullet. It's 2:25 p.m. on March 25th, and I've been reporting to you live from the scene here from Gordon Lake. What was that all about? Sorry, just making some voice notes. Gotta get these ideas down the second they come into the old noggin, you know. And every day you gotta report on the assassination of a president, after all. It's dramatic. It's emotional. It's got everything I need to write an article that puts the readers here right there on the scene. PKA, so true to me. Welcome in. It is PK's attorney. Freaking love this game. How are you doing? How are you doing? I love this game. Technically this is my 3rd time playing through this game, but of course I had to play it again for the remaster. AAI2 is top 3 AA game. Yeah, what's your top 2? What's your top 2 AA games? I'm intrigued. I'm very opinionated about my Ace Attorney. Not that any other opinions are wrong, I just have my top 2. This and The Great Ace Attorney 2. Oh, what's your other 3rd top AA game? I'm intrigued. God, I love this music. It's so good. My Later versus Right. Base, welcome and glow. AA3. Oh, AA3's good. My list is my favorite's Later versus Right. I'm very biased. I love Later versus Right so much. 2nd is The Great Ace Attorney 2. 3rd is Ace Attorney Investigations 2. 4th is Ace Attorney 3. And then the rest of them just kind of fall in like a middle category. For me. I love me Later versus Right though. I have to put that on top. I mean, yeah, but it is an Ace Attorney game though. Like, it is. It may not be in like, you know, the most standard format, but it's also, it's a great game. It runs really well. It's a really good game. And both The Great Ace Attorney 2 and Later vs. Right are both phenomenal. They're basically tied to me, honestly. I like them both equally, but they both really do a good job with storylines and stuff. They both are running, is what I'm saying. And the president really did drop to the floor? Officers on the scene said bodyguards escorted him straight onto the presidential plane. Apollo is the best intro case? I don't agree with that, but to each their own. I also don't like Apollo Justice. I think it's one of my least favorite games, but I know that's a controversial opinion because a lot of people really like Apollo Justice. I just don't like Apollo. I think he's annoying. My favorite intro case is probably The Great Ace Attorney 2-1. And then my second favorite intro case is probably this case. I like this case a lot. This case is really good. Officers on the scene said his bodyguards escorted him straight on the presidential plane. Clavier's fun. I like Lev. He's good. He's a fun little guy. Hey, y'all can't blame me for getting a little carried away now, can ya? Better take any testimony she gives with a good pinch of salt. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. Turnabout Trump is good. I do really like Turnabout Trump. I think it's a good first case for sure. Ace Attorney 5 is testing my patience, so I'm playing The Great Ace Attorney at the same time. Honestly, so freaking fair. Ace Attorney 5 is certainly a game. I don't hate it as much as most people do, because I really like Black Quill and I really like Fulbright. And I also really love Athena. But I think they really carry that game to a great extent. Like, if they weren't... Yeah, Ace Attorney 6 has the worst prosecutor. I'm sorry, Nayuta, but you suck. You are so boring. You are so boring. I hate Ace Attorney 6. Ace Attorney 6 is just the worst game in the series. I freaking hate it. I would never play that again. I like almost quit after the first case because I was so uncomfortable with it all. And then Nayuta is just not even interesting, so Nayuta, he can't even carry the case because he's just not an interesting character. But yeah, I'm not an incredible fan of mainline for the most part. I think my favorite mainline case is probably Ace Attorney 3, but otherwise I think the spin-offs are all really good. I think the spin-off that I like the least is probably Ace Attorney Investigations 1, and that's why we're not replaying it, because I don't really want to replay AAI1. I'm indifferent to Ace Attorney Investigations 1. I didn't hate AA2 when I played it, but yeah, I really love Francisco too, but it's not my favorite game. It's not my favorite game, but I didn't hate it. I think Ace Attorney is a mixed bag. But I'm so happy to see this game, like, in, like, a modern console. That brings me so much joy, because I love this game so freaking much. I love it so much. I think this game is a joy. The circus? Oh god, very big circus. Ugh. Horrible. Okay, yeah. Ace Attorney 2-3 is horrid. AA 2-3? It just sucks so bad. Every AA game except Laden vs. Right. Never forget Laden vs. Right. I want them to port Laden vs. Right before Ace Attorney 7 ever. I don't even care about Ace Attorney 7. I don't even want it. Give me a spin-off game instead of Ace Attorney 7. Give me a mainline game with Athena as the main character. We will get that port, trust. We will get that port. I will be on Capcom's ass about that, because I need to see that. Of course, you know, they have to deal with level 5 too, so I highly doubt it's gonna happen. But now that, you know, now that all the other games have been ported, I feel like it's even... I think it's like it's even a higher, it's a higher percentage or possibility that they're gonna actually do, you know, Later vs. Right and ported it into modern consoles, because my god, I want to see those animated cutscenes in front of me so bad.
I would kill to see Elena versus Ray 2. It's never gonna happen. I'm going to preface that it's never gonna happen, but like, I hope, I have so much hope, even though it's never gonna happen. I would also love to see The Great Ace Attorney 3 or The Great Ace Attorney Investigations, because The Great Ace Attorney is a flawless piece of art. Actually, that's a lie. First game isn't as flawless, but the second game is pretty goddamn good. At least level 5 is cooking with a new Layden. Yeah! And today they announced that they're finally gonna have their little live stream that, you know, that talks about the new games and stuff, the level 5 vision. And they're finally decided on a date for that after, like, saying that it was gonna be in April, and then they didn't say anything about it until, check to watch, September 1st. Yeah, it came out this morning. It's September 25th, I believe. It's so late. Deca Police actually releasing eventually? Yeah, I'm very excited for Deca Police. I need to tune in. Yes! God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I need to see more Layden content so badly. We're dying here and we're starving. I can't believe that that game was announced the same Nintendo Direct as the Ghost Trick port. And it's still not out. Like, oh my god. I'm very excited for a new Layden game. Very excited. I'm kind of scared about it, because the most modern Layden games haven't been as good. When I released the New World of Steam announcement, I barely knew what Ace Attorney was. So freaking fair. They announced New World of Steam right as that's the same day that I was gonna be streaming the first episode of Curious Village. I believe, if I remember correctly? Yeah. As well as the first episode of Ghost Trick. The first time I streamed Ghost Trick and Curious Village was on, like, the same day that the Nintendo Direct released, with both of them in it. And so I had people texting me like, oh, you summoned these two games into existence. And I'm like, yeah, it feels like it. It feels like it. But the things that we've seen so far of New World of Steam is really cool. It's just they take 8 months to give information out. It's been almost a year since the last time they gave any sort of trailer. And then they said, oh, we're gonna give more information in the summer. And now it's like September. It's September 1st. It's a bit worrying, yeah. And also level 5 isn't as organized, so, you know, I'm a little bit worried. But, you know, it's fine. If they do a really banger job with their game, then that's great. And I'll have a wonderful time, because I love me some Layden games. But also, oh my god. Sometimes I just think about level 5 and I'm like, why? Why are you so disorganized? Ugh. But anyway. I need more spin-off Ace Attorney games. I need more Layden. I mean, we're getting more Layden, but, like, I need more spin-offs. I'm just excited to see that Capcom's actually getting on their shit, finally, after so many years of being dead silent about Ace Attorney. I mean, I guess they had the Great Ace Attorney port that was only a couple years ago, but still, it's been a few years. And then they finally, you know, came back with the Ace Attorney 4 and this remake, which is huge. Which is so huge. So, I'm excited. I'm very excited to see what they're gonna cook up next. And also very scared, because Ace Attorney games are a mixed bag. But anyway. Your mentor. You know the Chief, Ruffles? My mentor, my inspiration. No, but you have mentioned her repeatedly. Did I? Can't rightly say I remember. What kind of reporter forgets a thing like that? Well, it's just like the Chief always says. You gotta treat information as irresponsibly as you can. What kind of mentor says that? Oh, you should have heard her the day she gave me this here tape machine. You be sure and bag yourself the juiciest, laziest scoops that you can now, you hear? Wonderful. So you're the kind of reporter that sees fire under the faintest traces of smoke.
I'm the kind of reporter that puffs on the fire till the smoke about chokes you. How is that even better? Alright. Thanks. Thanks, totally not Nicole Swift. Really appreciate it, Tabby. I like her. I like her new name. Her new name's really good. Where are we? I think we're over here. Yeah. This wooden sign looks almost brand new. I imagine it was placed here recently. What's it say? 50 yards to Gordy Museum. God, Gordy Museum. I'm just imagining a little museum on that lake. I wonder if that was, you know, built when Ace Attorney 1-4 happens. I'm assuming yes, because that's really funny that there was a museum that was on the lake, right, you know, generally near where the crime scene was. 50 yards to the never mind. What's the matter, detective? Just read it, will you? 70 yards to the boathouse. Oh god. Where's Yana Yogi, where we meet him? Feels like a million years since that whole sorry fair unfolded. Fond memories, detective. Yeah. Fond memories, sir. This is totally fond memories. Let's dig into this thing. You're gonna pick through the trash yourself. Prosecutor's life ain't easy, huh? Detective Gumshoe. Right away, sir. Thank you, detective. I love you, Gumshoe. Gumby, you're my best friend. A faithful detective scrabbles through the garbage as the prosecutor looks on, his hand unblemished. Let's see now. Come to Papa, little treasures. Is he enjoying himself? Bingo! Popsicle stick! Gotta love the jokes they put on these. Detective! Sorry, sir. Relevant evidence. Relevant evidence. Huh? I think we got something. Good work, detective. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Examining a piece of evidence. Yada. We sure can. Just tell me where you want it. Woohoo! Let's do this tutorial. Right. Ooh. I want to see what this is like on the Switch. Alright. Oh god. Ooh. Oh, this is fun on the Switch. I like this on the Switch a lot more than, you know, on regular consoles. Look at that. We're going. We're speeding. There we go. I love the 3D mechanic that they introduced in this game. I don't think they had it. They had it Justice for All. Not Justice for All. Ace Attorney 1-5, but I don't. That was done during Call of Justice, right? Yeah. When was the exact day or exact game that introduced, you know, 3D examinations? I don't know. This is a document of some kind. What are we looking at here? Presidential security plan. It's a diagram of the president's security arrangements. It shows how the president's bodyguards were positioned. So if I remember right, based on the leaked names, Knightley's name is Bronco instead of Horace. So I guess saying Knight to immediately escort President to plane in case of emergency isn't really like a code name anymore. Because I know Rook was already Rook, you know. But instead of calling him Knightley, his name is just Knight. It works. It does work. Even has his people's names on it. And it's their actual names. It's not even code name. Rook and Knight. So his bodyguards are native of Shangfang. I heard he uses some private security firm. Why not employ people from his own country? I know why not. Do you want to hear a little Tabby Lloyd exclusive? God, I love her new name. I'm gonna say this every 5 seconds, but I love her new name. It's really good. You really know something? Sure I do. I was over at their embassy not so long back, sniffing out a story. While I'm there, one of the sources tell me that the president's got more enemies than you have hairs on your head, including a bunch of bigwigs in the National Police Force. Interesting. So he's unable to trust his own domestic law enforcement. I wonder if one of these enemies could have been behind the attempt on his life. What was it doing dumped in there in that bag? You raise an interesting point. It's a document related to the matter of national security. It would surely be highly classified. Huh? Hey, there's something else in here. Yeah, there's the gun that you could see right at the beginning. Yes. My. What's that gun doing in there? Sir, this bag, it's gonna belong to the... Yes, it could very well have been disposed of by our would-be assassin. A revolver. It would have taken a lot of nerve to dump it here amid all the chaos. Let this be the work of a professional. That would explain the security plan, too. I think we need to take a very close look at our latest find.
God, I love this song. It's so good. Okay, let's look at the hilt first. The grip, I mean.
This part is called the grip. I held a few guns in my time, though they've never felt quite right in my hands. This one's no exception. 2 spent bullets in the cylinder, matching the 2 gunshots heard reporting. That proves it! This must be the weapon that was used! This is a laser sight. It can be lined up with the target to make aiming a bit easier. I press this here. Yup, definitely a red laser. The assassin have used the laser sight to target the president? Nice. The bag was a real find, huh? This goes to show, a bag in the hand's worth 2 in the trash. Nice work, detective. Now there's something else I'd like to ask of you, if you don't mind. You need to take the bag and the gun to forensics to see if you can find any prints. On it, sir. A good set of fingerprints could really help this investigation along. Got the results for you, sir. That was quick. You bet it was. To the toll detective, it was ultra super high priority. But, they came up empty. They checked everywhere? Inside and outside, top to bottom, sir. They even took the bullets out of the gun and dusted them. Yeah, that means the person's wearing gloves. I should have known it wouldn't be that easy.
Okay, let's talk to Payne. I'm ignoring him because I don't want to do his voice.
Well, this is quite the situation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Who's he again?
It's Payne, Mr. Edgeworth. Winston Payne. We work together at the prosecutor's office.
He's a prosecutor? What brings you here today, Mr. Payne?
What indeed? Why, only the invitation of the chief prosecutor himself.
His voice. I recognize it from the tape recording. Was he one of the men who was standing in front of Miss Lloyd? And where's the chief prosecutor?
He had to leave, I'm afraid. He's a busy man.
They let him, and only him, out through the cordon.
So he had me summoned on short notice, and left before I even showed up. Rude.
Alright. I'm presuming we could talk to this guy now. Right, let's go.
You're with one of the news channels. Yep. Can I help you? You must have footage of the event. Do you mind if I take a look? I wish I could help you, but...
I'm a little sad they changed the best name. That's true. I have grown to like it a little bit more, but the bestie is just iconic. I think Ace Attorney Twitter, the official Twitter account, posted a thing saying, like, Eustace Winter's the best, and I'm like, man, you just should have just called him the bestie. I wouldn't even care if it was Eustace the best. But, like, you know, Sebby the bestie is really iconic. I love me some Sebby. But to be fair, he does sound like a Eustace. He does sound like a Eustace, and I do think Winter is kind of a lame name to give a guy, because it should have been, like, a funnier, like, easier to, or harder to parse last name, but, you know, it's fine. Whatever. I'm just excited to see what types of puns they're gonna make with that guy's name. Also, I heard that Blaze's name is named Excelsies Winter, which is interesting. I really like his name change. Honestly, it's like a really dramatic name, which really fits him. And it has a lot of really good internal meaning. So I'm happy with that name. It's just Winter. I wish it was a winner. Oh my god, Gummy!
Why's that, huh, pal? You got some problem with doing your civic duty or something? No, it's just my camera was knocked over in all the panic. And now I can't get it to work. That footage would have helped immensely. Ugh, just their luck.
Ha ha ha!
Ha ha ha! What the?
You look like you need a little help, Mr. Edward.
I know that voice. Hi, Kay. Hey! God, I love her.
Honestly, I leave you alone for 2 seconds, but don't worry, your hero's here to save the day. That's right, the one, the only, Kay Faraday.
Hero. Only you could give yourself a title like that. So you're not Great Thief anymore?
Not right now, but it's not like I quit. I'm just on sabbatical.
Didn't mean to do that.
I'm taking time out for some intensive training. Beating the second Yatagarasu doesn't come easy.
Kay helped me out on a few occasions 2 weeks ago when I was working on a case. The case of the Yatagarasu, a mysterious thief who seemed to appear and disappear at will, and who claimed only to steal the truth. God, I love her theme song so much. It's such a good theme song. She calls herself the second Yatagarasu, the successor to so-called Great Thief.
There's no lock I can't open or a trap that I can't escape. When it comes to stealing, well, I'm still in training, but I'll get there soon enough.
What are you doing here, Kay?
What do you think I'm doing? I've been enjoying the festivities, of course.
Suppose she did mention being fond of such things.
And afterwards, I was thinking of dropping by your office to see you guys, but now I don't have to.
Good to see you, kiddo. You're as bright as breezy as ever.
Hey, Gummy, how you been? Looking pretty full of beans yourself.
So, Kay, are you really here to save the day?
Yup. Prepare your jaw to hit the floor. Your best pal in the world here only went and took pictures of the whole shebang.
Did you now? You better show them to me.
Wow, your jaw didn't even drop an inch. What's a girl gotta do to impress you, huh? I know, right? Mr. Prosecutor's here just as fun as a dang toothache.
Oh my god, welcome in, Ekami. How are you doing? Thank you for the raid. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. We're Ace Attorney Investigations 2ing today, and it's a blast and a half. So thank you for the follow. Oh my god, is the collection out? It's not. This is the demo. I wish it was out. We're almost there. This is the demo, but it's out next week, so we're gonna continue this next week. I think the demo goes out like halfway through case 1. But then it'll be fully out next week when I stream next, so we'll be good. We'll just start like halfway through the case. What were you guys playing? There's a demo? Yeah, there's a demo. And it's on Switch, it's on Steam. Heck, I gotta play. Hell yeah. Have you played Ace Attorney Investigations 2? I love me some AAI2. I think this game is one of my favorite Ace Attorney games. Playing some Wind Waker. Ooh, riveting. How is the Windbreaker? How is the Waker of the Winds? How is it going? God, I love this game. I haven't played 2, but I played one on my DS a while back. Oh my god. Oh, I miss this song. I love this song. God, I love this game. This is so exciting. Okay, so you haven't played Ace Attorney Investigations 2, which is going to be great because Ace Attorney Investigations 2 is one of the best stories ever. One second. Let me... There we go. I didn't remember if my shout was working because I did do some work on my shout out, but I didn't check if it actually worked right. So it was like, oh shit. I freaking love this game. I freaking love this game so much. Ace Attorney Investigations 2 is probably my 3rd favorite Ace Attorney game, which is saying something because the first 2 are phenomenal. So I love it a lot. I love this case, and I love this game a lot. If you guys want to avoid spoilers and play it by yourself, I would certainly suggest it. But we literally just started the first case, so you're not really missing much. Except that K is here. Ace Attorney Investigations 2 specifically can be played without knowing context of Ace Attorney Investigations 1, so that's something to know. Either ways, it's a very good game. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Anyway.
What if you could let me call him Chief? Aw, but I'm forgetting my manners. Tabby Lloyd, Ace Reporter, at your service. Nice to meet you, Tabby. You're right, he's no fun at all. This one time You two can chat later. Okay, can I see those pictures? Ooh, fine, here.
Look at them! God, they look so good in HD! I've played this game twice before, so I do know what this game is about, but I'm not going to be spoiling things. This is going to be spoiler-free. I am not going to spoil things, I promise. I'm just going to be very excited when I see new things that are either cleaner, or they have new names, or they have new puns, because that's the joy of this game. So it's going to be fun to play it with the new stuff.
I took this one right when the gun went off. It was total chaos, people running everywhere. The president and his 2 bodyguards. Names on the security plan were Knight and Rook, I think. What's that? Thank you indeed, Kay. I think you provided us with a vital clue. Howie! Your eyes just lit up like a pair of old dang Christmas trees. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, care to tell the readers what you spotted? Contradiction. Oh, what now? I don't see anything strange. Allow me to show you. The picture shows the moment of the incident, but another piece of evidence shows something different. I need to highlight the point of contradiction, and then employ my powers of deduction. First, to find the contradiction in the photograph.
What was the contradiction? I do not remember. I think it may be the really stupid one. I think it may be this one. Yeah. Yes, this is it. I'll simply press X to make my deduction. This is the worst. Why would you make it not centered? Ah! This is just on his eye. You can't even see the red dot anymore. Now to present the evidence that proves the contradiction. What is the evidence? I don't remember. Sync pod, a visit. I'm thinking really dumb because I remember this case has a lot of really stupid evidence that doesn't make any sense. I think it may be the picture of the president. Because he doesn't have this, okay, it is that. That's so stupid. Look closely at the picture of the president in this newspaper clipping, if you would, Miss Lloyd. Now look at Kay's photograph. Compare the two carefully. Huh? What am I looking for here? I wonder. Well, I'll be. Indeed, there's something on the president's forehead. Something that wasn't there in the other picture. What is that? Some kind of birthmark? Yeah, guy got a big red birthmark right in the middle of his forehead. God, they're so stupid. Why are you so dumb for this one specific contradiction? Why? It's obviously the laser from the gun. Like, obviously. I highly doubt a birthmark just sprang up there since the other picture was taken. Did it get bitten by a bug then, maybe? Oh my god. Yeah, that's it. That's right there, a big old bug bite. And here I thought it was something important. The look in your face. It is important! Ah! Whatever. You should know that the road to the truth is paved with just such seemingly trivial details. Oh, again with the face! Alright. Duly noted, Chief. Okay. Alright, great. Oh, hi! Hi, Gummy! Oh my god, they're so cute! Anyway, whatever. Let's talk to Kay. Hi, Kay. What's up? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth! I'm gonna present my badge. As you should. That's a cool badge! Very severe. As it should be. After all, it symbolizes both the sanctity and the strictness of the law. Yeah, well, my badge symbolizes, love, justice, peace, courage, duty, and compassion. What about your beloved truth?
Beautiful. Great. Did you like my big entrance? Bet I really am your hero now, huh?
Well, your evidence helped things along, certainly.
Hey, I'm just checking out a Garasi, remember? All in day's work. Kinda wish I could have showed you how far I really came with the whole... How far I really come with the whole great thief thing, though.
Training you mentioned? How about that?
Don't worry, I haven't stolen anything yet, I promise.
Uh-huh, yeah, sure.
So the whole great thief thing is just on hold. For now, anyway.
That's a relief, I suppose?
Yeah, I wanted to get out there and start stealing back the truth like my dad.
Oh. Oh, burn, Faraday. I miss him. Oh, starts crying, sobbing.
But I still got a ways to go with my training, and I still need to find some partners in crime.
I hope she means that figuratively.
Can't be the only girl in the world looking to pull off the most daring heists ever attempted.
True, but not many people are looking to pull off a career in larceny either, I'd wager. About the incident.
Yep, no doubt about it. If you compare the pic I took in the newspaper clipping, the red birthmark stands out like a sore thumb.
That's a contradiction, alright.
Indeed, though I'm very much doubt it's due to the birthmark suddenly appearing. Well, that reminds me, I might have to steal that line of yours. The road to the truth is paved with seemingly trivial thefts.
Funny, I don't remember that being the exact sequence of words that I used.
Why just rub a house when you could rearrange the furniture too?
You may call it rearranging, but I call it irrevertibly corrupting. Alright, yeah, okay, buddy. We can logic, right? I don't think Nicole, what's your name? Tabby. I don't think Tabby has anything new, no? God, I have to remember everyone's new names. Oh, no. Whatever, it's fine. Anything over here? I don't think there's anything over here, right? I think we could just logic it now. Yeah, okay, we could logic this. Red birthmark. Or let's do the laser sight and then the revolver. Because we're thinking really stupid for this one. No, it's not that one. Damn it. Okay. Shut up. I've played this game before. Shut up. I've played this game twice. Red birthmark and the revolver? I think that may be a little too on the nose. There we go. Weird. And then is it gonna be the revolver and then the watch that comes out after this part? I have solved the mystery of the red birthmark. Really? So it wasn't a bug bite? No, what we're dealing with isn't something that would itch for a day and then disappear. It is, in fact, the beam of the laser sight. Then our killer was aiming to shoot the president square in the forehead? Shortly after this picture was taken, a second shot rang out. Yeah, that's gonna do more than just itch. Indeed, I fear the president may be in even more danger than we thought. And that gun we found was the weapon used in the crime. Oh, okay. Why would the perp use a laser sight, though? He's right! He said that like crazy using something like that. Pew pew pew! And it's not like you could just go around shooting lasers all over the place. No, and anyone who saw it could trace it right back to the shooter. Seems like a pretty bad idea all around. Oh, I almost forgot! I took a couple more pictures. Maybe the laser sight's in one of them. It's a long shot, but it's worth a look at least. Alright, Kay, let's see these other two pictures. Yes, sir! Right away, sir! Let's see, first up, here's the one that I took right before everything started going south. God, I love this picture so much. This picture is so iconic. I'm excited. I'm so happy to see it in HD. It might be more useful to us if half the frame was to take it up by your face. Hehe, why can you blame me for wanting to get a selfie with the president? Lucky for you, this is right before the gun went off. And this one I showed you from before is from just after the first shot was fired. Second shot just came just seconds after this. Oh my god, words are hard. Then there's... What's this? I can hardly see anything. Got knocked over when everyone started running right after the last picture. That's kind of scary though. She could have gotten trampled. Guess I might have pressed the shutter by accident. Not sure this one's gonna be of much use, kid. And that's all of them. Phenomenal. Time to take a closer look.
What does it have with the picture from, I think it's before the shooting we want to go with. Yeah, it's this.
Take that!
There, I see it. What is it, sir? Oh, see the person with the red hood. Whoa, there it is! Indeed, that's our laser sight right there. So that's our perp! The one in the red hood must be the shooter, yes. We found them, and all thanks to yours truly. Indeed, you led us right towards the greatest treasure of all, Miss Great Thief. You may have captured our would-be assassin in one of your other pictures, too. Let's take another look. Our red-hooded suspect could be in another one of these photographs from, after the shooting, right? Because there's the red hood? Yeah. Is the red person in the red hood here somewhere? Yeah, right here. There we go. God, it's hard to... There we go.
Take that!
Yeah, I think that should be good. Look, right there! A red jacket. That must be our suspect. Looks like they took advantage of the confusion to make their getaway. Luckily, we can see exactly where they were heading. Ah, the Samurai Dog stands! Precisely, which means they escaped towards the right-hand side of the spectator area. Detective Gumshoe! On it, sir. Consider it clear. Good, I'm counting on you. Go do that, Gummy. I believe in you. You got this, buddy. Gummy, my beloved. Oh, I love this image! Oh, this image is iconic. We have you now, my little Red Riding Hood. The entire park is cordoned off, and we know which way you went. Now it's simply a matter of hunting you down. Oh, this music's so good. Now let us continue our investigation. There's evidence here somewhere. All we have to do is find it. Banner advertising the rifle range has fallen over. It must have been knocked down in the crush. It's covered in footprints, too. The crowd must have really panicked. Hey, know where I can buy one of these? Why would you wish to? Don't tell me you're thinking of writing Gumshoe on it and wearing it on your back. What? How did you guess? Are you a mind reader, sir? Is that it? It's a joke, but I should have known that nothing's impossible when it comes to the good detective. God, he's so stupid. I didn't mean to press that. Go back, please. Thanks. There are toy rifles lined up on the counter. Oh, a rifle range. I'm good with these, sir. Regular sharpshooter. Thought you said you hated guns. Oh, I don't hate them. I just don't really like them. Isn't that basically the same thing? I must scour the scene and inspect everything that catches my attention. I'm so sad about the nook and cranny thing. It makes me so sad. Oh, there's nothing here. That's a button. What's this? Red button. Hey, do you think... Right. Could it have been dropped by a red-hooded suspect? Yes, it certainly seems likely. It says Samurai Dogs, now with Sakura relish. Just in time for spring. Sakura, huh? What does that taste like? Well, Sakura is cherry blossom, so I guess maybe. Cherries? Blossoms are blossoms and cherries are cherries, sir. They're completely different things. Ugh, but you're right, I suppose. So what does Sakura really taste like? This is my kind of mystery. You know, you have a good point, you have a good point, you have a good point. It's a flimsy-looking food stand made of plywood, and it sells samurai dogs. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I got $1.50 if, you know... You're actually suggesting I subsidize you eating on the job? I didn't mean to. That is, maybe when we're done? Fine. When we have finished investigating, you can have one. And only one, understand? Sorry, sir. I never should've... Wait, did you say I could have one? Yes, why? Is something the matter? No, it's just... I wasn't expecting you to. Thanks, sir. That's great. That's cute. That's cute. There's something red down there. Detective Gumshoe, can you see what that is under the stand, please? There's something down here, alright. Let's see.
red raincoat. This must be the one the suspect was wearing.
They must have taken it off and hid it under before they made their escape. That wasn't Kay speaking, but like we'll pretend it's Kay.
Red raincoat. That English. Oh my god, words are hard.
Red raincoat data jotted down in my organizer.
Sweet.
Alright. Let's look at this one first. This side first.
There's something unusual about the left sleeve. Nope, it's not inside out, and the button's still attached. It seems entirely too neat to have been removed in a hurry and thrown to the ground. This sleeve, it's inside out. The button's missing too.
Yeah. Alright. What are you picking up when you're putting what are you trying to get me to look at? Is it a logic thing? It is a logic thing. Alright.
The button we found seems to come from this raincoat. It must have been pulled loose and the killer took it off. Huh, the right sleeve's inside out too. Seems it was removed in a hurry. Fast enough to tear a button off, no less. I surmise our assassin disposed of their gun back in the trash immediately after shooting the peasant. Then they slipped into the panicked crowd and moved from the left to right side of the spectator area. This is because they knew the trajectory of the bullet would point to the shooter on the left side. Finally, they removed the raincoat and hid it under the samurai dog stand. The killer would have needed to get rid of the coat as soon as possible. Hence its hurried removal. That is the word. The fact that the right sleeve is inside out is a testament to how quickly it was taken off. Yep, that and the missing button. The question, of course, is, why didn't the same thing happen to the left sleeve? Oh yeah, only the right sleeve is inside out. Indeed, the button on the left sleeve is still securely attached. So, what does that mean, Mr. Edgeworth? For to answer that question, Detective, we need to inspect the raincoat in more detail.
Okay, got it. Right, I was like, I know that we have to examine the raincoat again because there's a piece of evidence in the raincoat, but I was like, I don't remember what you're putting down.
It's a bright red raincoat, sir. Red as red can be. The sight of it's getting me kind of fired up, I gotta say. Quite the raging bull, aren't you, Detective? That's me, sir. Always ready to charge into action. Yes, or to my defense.
Aw, that's sweet.
The right sleeve is inside out. You can clearly see where the button was torn off. Yes, whoever discarded this raincoat did so in quite a hurry.
And then here, yeah. Because then there's the thing.
Let's take a closer look at the inside of the raincoat. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir.
Nice.
God, it's so fun having this in 3D on the Switch. Ah, I just think it's the coolest freaking thing. This is a bloodstain. Considering where it's located, I'd say the blood belongs to our would-be assassin. So we're looking for someone with an injury? Not just any injury, Detective. An injury on their left arm. Huh? How do we know that? It's simple. The right sleeve is inside out, suggesting that the suspect removed the raincoat in a hurry. Conversely, the left sleeve is just as we would expect it to be. Therefore, the suspect's left arm was never in the sleeve in the first place. And once we understand that, everything else falls into place. Now, Detective, there's a bloodstain on the left side lining of the raincoat because the suspect's arm was too injured to fit through the sleeve. Precisely. Or at least we could say that there's a good probability that was the case. Nice! Pieces are starting to fall into place.
The pieces are starting to fall into place.
Detective Gumshoe, I need you to go and search the crowd for likely suspects. Yes, sir. Suspicious characters with injured left arms, coming right up.
Even smarter than you look, Ruffles.
Taking all those itty-bitty pieces and putting them together like that. You'll have your man in no time.
That's Mr. Edgeworth for you.
Park is still cornered off, so our would-be assassin should be in the crowd somewhere. Don't let me down, Detective Gumshoe.
Mr. Edwards, we found someone that fits the bill perfectly, sir. Way to dab the assassin, Gummy. Hold on, Kay. It's a little too soon to be jumping to conclusions. For the moment, they're a person of interest and nothing more. Understood? Okay, no jumping. But he's our shooter, sir, I'm sure of it. This guy tried to take out the president. In the broad daylight, surrounded by a crowd of witnesses. This is no ordinary assassin. Bring him over, detective. Carefully. Yes, sir. Come on, boys. You heard Mr. Edgeworth. Hi. God, he looks so good in 3D. Not 3D. HD. Hi. Hello, random person that we've totally never seen before in our lives. No umbrella, and a bandage on his left arm. Well, pal, state your name already. Doe. John Doe. Charmed, I'm sure. John Doe? Not a name you often hear in real life. That's correct. I know this man from somewhere. I'm sure of it. And you are Prosecutor Edgeworth? You know my name? Of course. I have been following the day's developments with some interest. Now, perhaps you'll care to explain why you've asked to speak with me. English. As you've been following our investigation, you're no doubt aware of who we're looking for. So let me ask you, do you recognize this raincoat by any chance? Forgive me, but I'm afraid I do not. I see. Well, I believe it is its owner to be the would-be assassin we are seeking. My. Well, isn't that shocking? And this same would-be assassin happens to have an injured left arm. Just like you. All I can tell you is that I had nothing to do with this unfortunate affair. The two adversaries stare each other down, their eyes like deadly lasers. Here to tell the readers what happened next? A showdown, that's what. A battle of wits, a battle of words. Dare I let him explain any further what he thinks the upcoming battle will entail? No, let's not go there. I don't want to listen to the tutorial again. Detective Gumshoe, if you're quite finished leaking my professional strategies to the press. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Thanks a bunch, you big old grouch. As it would have done any harm. Let's go. Contradiction time. Doe's deposition. I like that they kept his name as John Doe. Like, of course they were gonna go with John Doe anyway, because of, you know, it's a no name for someone who, you know, is trying to hide their identity, but also, like, still, I think it's fun. I can understand why whoever wore the raincoat would be of interest to you. You have no proof that this person is injured, as you claim. My left arm may be injured, but I can still use my right. When it started raining, I simply opened my umbrella. No raincoat required. So you contend that you are not wearing a raincoat. Is that correct? It is. And is that so strange? Not everyone wears one, after all. Yet I happen to prefer an umbrella. Team raincoat over here. They're perfect for when a girl really needs to move. Heck, I don't use neither. Come rain, sleet, or snow, or shine. My trusty parka every time. Not exactly the line of inquiry I was hoping to pursue. So you see, I am not your would-be killer. And I am not in the habit of making baseless accusations, Mr. Doe. Please, I am just a simple ice cream oh my. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Forgive me, my wound seems to have begun bleeding again in all the excitement. The owner of the raincoat is definitely our assassin, and said owner also has an injured left arm. I'm on to you, Mr. Doe. It is only a matter of time. Oh, jeez. Doe's disposition.
Hold it!
Don't press everything. Why not? So you admit whoever wore the raincoat is a person of interest. I know they are. I was able to follow most of your investigation from the spectator area. One never thinks they can get caught up in such an awful thing as an assassination. Alright. So you'd like to see some proof that the owner of the raincoat has an injury? I would certainly expect such a renowned prosecutor to have some. I still don't understand how you know who I am. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. You're famous. You've probably read about you in the newspaper. I think it's so funny. I think it's so funny that Edgeworth doesn't recognize him here. I think it's the funniest thing. Cause like it's on him. Like he has the symbol. Whatever. I just think it's very silly. And he has the stitches. It's literally the same guy. I have been observing you in your work, lest you forget. I don't believe a word he says. If I can prove he's lying, we'd be one step closer to apprehending our shooter. My left arm may be injured, but I can still use my right.
Hold it!
That looks like quite a serious injury, Mr. Doe. How long ago did that happen, exactly? Oh, not long. And that's all you're gonna say on the subject? Well, it certainly made serving ice cream more difficult. It stopped me from holding my umbrella while I work.
Hold it!
And yet, you don't seem to have an umbrella on you at the moment. Did the rain stop only a short while ago, just before the shooting? It did indeed. I remember because I was suddenly inundated with customers. That was less than an hour ago. Are you trying to tell me that you lost your umbrella in that short span of time? Yes, that is exactly what I am trying to tell you. After all, it only takes a moment for someone to steal an umbrella, especially in a crowd of that size. That's entirely possible, I suppose. I had my umbrella when it was raining, Mr. Edgeworth. That's a fact. And then he lost an umbrella to the crowd, huh? Guess it's just one of those things. Suppose you're gonna tell me that the wound reopening is just one of these things, too. Well, it, kinda is, no? Besides, his left arm is injured. And this guy's left arm is injured. As is Mr. Doe's. Why, he's even bleeding as we speak. You're right. That is pretty suspicious. Nonetheless, we need to find something concrete that will link Mr. Doe to the crime. Who's this dandy gentleman? Hi, how's it going? Yeah, I wonder who this guy is. I've never seen him in my life. He says his name is John, though. He seems very trustworthy. I've never seen him in my life. I don't know what you're talking about. How are you doing? He's just a casual ice cream salesman. We don't need to worry about it. Localization's getting out of hand. John Doe? Yeah. It's crazy. They really just named that guy John Doe. It's crazy. You have no proof that this person is injured as you claim. Haha, well, let me tell you. Where's this thing? There it is.
Objection!
Whoa, crazy explosions. Whoa. You seem like a very careful man, Mr. Doe. But not quite careful enough. After all, you left something behind. Something of vital importance. I'm afraid you must have me confused with somebody else. The coat does not belong to me. Or do you claim to have some kind of proof to support your accusation? Your arm isn't troubling you too much, I hope. Your wound seems to be bleeding again. I'll survive, although I can't pretend it's not something of inconvenience. You have my deepest sympathies, because if it wasn't bleeding quite so badly, you could have perhaps made a clean getaway. What exactly are you insinuating? As we have already established, whoever wore the raincoat was injured, and now I can prove that person was you, with this decisive piece of evidence. Oh my god. Oh, I love the sprite so much. He's sweating. He's sweating. Oh my god. It looks so good in HD. It looks so good in HD. Look how stupid it looks. Oh my god, it's beautiful. The sun sure is hot today. Yeah, it's a blazer. The sun is blazing. Oh my god, it's sweating so much. That ice cream is not having a good time. You see, Mr. Doe, there's a small amount of blood on the inside of this raincoat. Blood that belongs to our assassin. Oh my frickin' god. It looks so good in HD. That sprite looks phenomenal in HD. Oh my god. Oh my god. Attempted murder on a foreign leader? Causing a diplomatic incident? They'll throw the book at you. You can give us the silent treatment all you'd like, but we don't need you to talk. A simple blood test will give us the answer we require. I was just about to say, like, you could just do a blood test, Edgeworth. All it takes for us is to compare the blood on your bandages with that on the coat, and that will be that. We have the evidence. Why don't you make it easier on all of us and come clean? Admit that you were the one that attempted to assassinate the president of Zhengfa. I am not your assassin. You're stubborn, I'll give you that. But if this were a game of chess, you would already be in checkmate. Shut the hell up. I want to punt him. I want to punt him so bad. Miles Edgeworth, more like puntable Edgeworth. He's so annoying. They kick up the chess nerd shit. Thank God. Thank God. It's like the most important part. I hope that when we, because I think the demo ends halfway through case 1. I'm hoping and praying that, that they're gonna keep the whole banter with Knight and, Edgeworth with the chess shit. And I really hope they keep it. He doesn't look like a man with no moves left to play. Very well, you have me. I admit it, I was wearing the raincoat. He confessed! Say the word and I'll slap the cuffs on him right now. But I did not shoot at the president. What? Mr. Edgeworth, the only thing you have proven is that I was wearing a particular raincoat. As far as I'm aware, that is not a crime. I am no assassin. I am a shrimple ice cream seller. He is a shrimple ice cream salesman. One who happened to be wearing a red raincoat while watching the president speak. I was as surprised as anyone when his bodyguard sprang into action and the shots rang out. That's when the spectators panicked and started running and screaming for their lives. Thumbs up. Alright, cool. Sounds good. Now are you finally satisfied that I'm telling the truth? No. As if! Your story stinks. Your story's kind of shit, guy. You don't scare me. The evidence is on our side, you know. God, I love UK. God, I love this picture. Look, it's right there, plain as day. The assassin, and they're wearing a red raincoat. Intriguing. But that is not me. Oh, come on! Tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, do you really think I was the only one in the entire park wearing a red raincoat today? I do, actually. But then why? Why does he seem so sure of himself? Quick, Kay, steal his ice cream! Yeah. She would. She would also, steal his monocle, too. It may be attached to his ear, but, like, whatever. A great thief can steal it.
Hold it!
A simple ice cream seller. A knowledgeable one, I assume. On the subject of ice cream, at least. But of course, ask me anything you wish. Ugh, I don't know what the first thing about ice cream. You know what the, most important thing about making ice cream is, of course? Mr. Edgeworth? Why, the most important thing about making ice cream is to approach it with a virtuous heart. And what does virtue have to do with anything? Like, it gave Virtue's Last Reward from the Zero Escape series. Oh my god. John Doe has definitely played Zero Escape. Without proper reverence for the craft, I'm afraid all you'll ever make are sweetened crystals of ice. There, I hope you now see. I am nothing more than an ice cream seller. John Doe is Zero. Yeah, I am Zero, the captain of this ship. I am John. I am Jean Descalais. Why a raincoat? Why were you not using an umbrella? Is that so strange? It was a rainy morning. Most people were wearing a jacket of some kind. Well, I'd say it's a pretty strange choice, considering you couldn't get one of your arms into it. Better than having one of my hands occupied by an umbrella. I had ice cream to serve, after all. And why go to such lengths to avoid testifying to that effect in the first place? Forgive me, I simply hadn't remembered until now. It's been an eventful day, after all. Eventful? Well, I hardly know what else to call it, Mr. Edgeworth. The president of Zhengfa was shot at. I was surprised as everyone when his bodyguards sprang into action and the shots rang out. I think it's so funny, the Capcom curse that they've started having in the last couple game releases that they've had. With, like, Ghost Trick happening near, like, right after, or being released right after Ocean Gate, and then, like, this being released right after you know what. I just think it's really entertaining. And I don't know why it's like that. I just think it's funny. It's coincidence, of course, but I think it's a very funny coincidence.
So you saw the bodyguards move before you heard the gunshots?
Yes, if I recall correctly, they moved first. At least the one on the left did. You're rather observant, Mr. Doe.
I am blessed with keen eyes.
The names of the bodyguards were written in the top corner of the security plan, and the one on the left was Rook.
That's correct.
Bastion Rook, I believe. Bastion? You mean Minecraft Steve? His name's Minecraft Steve. What was his original name? I don't even remember his original name. What was his original name? Original name, Rook, Ace Attorney, Investigations. I don't remember his original name. Gotta be entirely honest.
So his name is, Bastion Rook Bastion Latour for English and French. His English surname
refers to a rook chess piece, of course,
while given his name is based on the words of bastion, meaning a fortification, which benefits a castle and a bodyguard.
Okay.
Let me see. Ethan Rook.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, and the unofficial one was Boris Latour. So they both, the French version has the same last name as the unofficial French version. Fascinating. Ethan Rook, not sure what Ethan was supposed to be. You know what? Close enough. Sebastian lives in spirit.
True that.
I expect he noticed the light from a laser sight.
Alright, okay, cool.
The man is no amateur. Mr. Doe knows a little too much for the business of being a bodyguard for my liking. I'd say our friend here is no amateur either. I'd like you to append what you just said to your testimony, if you don't mind. As you wish. Bodyguard on the left, Bastion Rook, was particularly quick to respond.
Hold it!
So the bodyguard on the left was first to move. By the smallest fraction, yes.
He reacted admirably swiftly.
His name was Bastion Rook, did you say? It appears you've assessed the situation quite astutely. No more so than anybody else, I'm sure.
He's good. He didn't even flinch.
I love that Edgeworth. I've said this like 5 times. I love that Edgeworth doesn't know who this guy is. It's very entertaining to me. So you yourself didn't start running and streaming? I was hardly in a position to.
Oh yeah? What position were you in?
One of extreme pain. Somebody bumped right into my wounded arm. Hard. It was excruciating. I thought my eyes would pop out of my head.
Yeah? Well, they clearly didn't.
Of course they didn't, Kay. And in the event, the shooter was wearing a red raincoat. We have photographic proof of that, and yet...
Mr. Gondo here swears it wasn't him.
The guy's lying through his teeth, I tell you. No one gets away with disrespecting Mr. Edgeworth, pal. Not on my watch. Calm down, detective. We will get the truth out of him by catching him in a lie.
Yeah, so let's keep at him.
He'll let something slip soon enough. Why did this man never recognize that damn shell? He needs glasses so bad. He really does. So one thing Dual Destinies Edgeworth got right. That's true. This is true. Only good thing about Dual Destinies is that Edgeworth has glasses. Sorry. Particularly quick to respond. I don't remember what you want from me.
Objection!
Is that? Oh, it is that. Great. I love guessing. Joyous. As suspected. You are more than what you claim to be, Mr. Doe. I had a realization a couple days ago that the last time I played Ace Attorney Investigations 2 was more than 2 years ago. Which is crazy to me. Because I streamed it 2 years ago. And then I played it right before that. And that was the last time I played Ace Attorney Investigations 2. So I'm very rusty.
I play Later versus Right more often than I play this game by, like, a significant amount, but, like, no one's surprised because I love Later versus Right. You overestimate me, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, then tell me how a simple ice cream seller knows one of the president's bodyguards' names. It really feels like it was more recent. Yeah, because that was when I started doing VODs. You know? And then I took a 6-month hiatus, you know, before that because I was busy with school. And then I did some before that, but those are on the VOD channel, so at least we'll have the first couple cases on VODs now. What? You just, Shirley. You were the one who spoke their names aloud. Rook and Knight, wasn't it? It's Bastion. He only knows the names thanks to the security plan. Pew, pew, doo, doo, doo. God, it's so good. Still remember getting that spider in my room the same night you finished Eastern Investigations too. That was freaking iconic. That was so fun. God, I love this game. This game is so good. But if you look closely, only their surnames appear. It's such a good Pursuit theme. I really like this Pursuit theme. Yet all we clearly heard was you say the name Bastion Rook. How did you come to possess such information? Information we ourselves didn't have. Uh-oh, he's flat in. Seems pretty darn suspicious to me. Well, how did you know? Explain yourself. It was merely a slip of the tongue. Another lie! He is the assassin, just like we said. Calm down, miss. It's just a little too soon to be jumping to such conclusions. I did know their names, yes, and the reason for that is... well, I know Mr. Rook. He and I are acquainted. What? We have something of a connection. And his name is one that I can never forget. You think we're stupid, pal? Stop lying. I'm not lying. I am, as I always been, a simple ice cream seller. And an acquaintance of Bastion Rook. Yes. And I suppose Mr. Rook will confirm that. Mr. Rook's dead. I'm sorry to say that. Spoiler alert, but he's kinda dead. It should be easy enough for him to remember his good friend, the slippery ice cream seller, correct? Please, you are more than welcome to ask him. Although I think that might be difficult right now. Yeah, okay. I would imagine he's rather busy assuring the president's safety, and also being very dead. But I suppose you're able to speak with him, and he does deny that he and I are acquainted. How will that help you prove that I was the shooter? If you weren't the shooter, then why take off your raincoat? Because it was no longer raining. In fact, it had grown quite warm. Far better to let my wound breathe now. Or would you rather I let it fester? He's actually going to worm his way out of this? What are you waiting for, Mr. Edgeworth? I wasn't expecting to hear you speak, so I'm not ready to do your voice. Oh my god, Paine's voice kills me. Let me do that again. What are you waiting for, Mr. Edgeworth? Hurry up and arrest this man. He's clearly guilty. If I were you, he'd be in jail already. You might be willing to arrest a man without sufficient proof, but I am not. No, come on, Mr. Edgeworth. There's gotta be something you can do. Shocking scenes here, as the culprit seems all but certain to escape justice. Alright, Tabby. It seems the court of public opinion has spoken. Very well. As I will clearly be viewed with suspicion no matter what I say, I might as well share what I know. What you know? What's his angle here? I saw them. I saw another person with a red hood. What? Are you kidding? It's the person you captured in your photograph. I first noticed them just before the president's speech began, surrounding them. Their outfit was the same color as my own, which is what drew my attention. As did the laser beam that was aimed directly at the president's head. He's claiming there's another red-hooded person? Monstrous! I don't know if anyone saw me dressed similarly to this individual, like a phone or suspicion myself. So naturally, I removed my raincoat. So not only did you see the assassin, but they were wearing exactly the same thing as you? How very convenient. I had thought you might find it far-fetched, hence me not mentioning it until now. I know you law enforcement people are very skeptical types. You never would have believed me. Especially not if I had said the shooter was standing right next to a certain prosecutor. Well, I know you don't mean me. I wasn't even summoned until after the shooting. No, not you, Mr. Edgeworth. Your colleague over there. Huh? Me? Yes, the photograph will prove it, I'm sure. You see, right there, in front of the person with the red hood. That's me, yes, but What exactly are you saying? God, Payne, why is your voice so bad? Thank God he only has a few lines in this game. What's his endgame here? As I mentioned, I have been following your investigation with some interest, Mr. Edgeworth, and while pondering the details, I noticed something strange. Strange? What exactly? Come now, a man of your talent should be more than capable of spotting a contradiction such as this. I'm afraid I don't follow. The picture shows the chief prosecutor, Mr. Payne, and the shooter. But there's nothing weird about that, is there? That's not my voice. But there's nothing weird about that, is there? Alright, Kay. Think carefully. The picture was taken right in the middle of the president's speech. One of the other pieces of evidence you gathered is inconsistent with what we see here. What is Mr. Doe talking about? It's the, frickin', thingy. Yeah, it's this, right?
Take that!
Right? I love being smart. Ah, of course. The tape, it contradicts the photograph. Ah, so you've noticed at last. What's it going on about, Mr. Edgeworth? Something's missing. Someone's missing. Someone who should be there. Huh? But who? Who indeed? The person who's missing from this photograph is my favorite girl, Tabby. Tabby Lloyd, which is a phenomenal name also. I must mention that it is a phenomenal name. Give me 1 second. I need to do something real quick. I'm not gonna mute though. I just need to do something real freaking quick. Alright. Alright. Um, yeah, a lot of the names and amazing upgrades. Yeah, and I especially love Blazes. Blazes is very good. Um, if only I say only handful are bad, to be honest, but a lot of people are overreacted. Well, that's what I feel about Eustace, if I'm going to be entirely frank. Because Eustace isn't a bad name. In my personal opinion. I think it fits really well, but it's not as good as Sebi DeBesti, but also the amount of breakdown that happens. I think Winner's a loss, but Eustace is good. Yeah, no, I think Winner's a loss too. But Eustace is fine. And honestly, I don't think it's worth the aggressive vitriol with it. Also, I love Simon. What's his Simon Saint? Simon Saint? It's very good. Miss Lloyd. Also, Tabby's name is freaking phenomenal. I just said that, but I just wanted to reiterate it. How did you figure that? Mr. Payne's voice can be clearly heard on Miss Lloyd's tape, considering that he was conducting a private conversation with the chief prosecutor. But there was these two old guys standing right in front of me. They were whispering away to each other the whole darn time. It must have been very close indeed to capture it on tape. You were right, but she's not in the picture. Precisely. Well, Mr. Edward, do you still believe that you have been hounding the right person? Miss Lloyd, would you mind answering a few questions? Whoa, y'all are fixing to put me under the microscope now? Alright, sir. Knock yourselves out. I got nothing to hide. It ain't like I was standing still the whole time. Now I was running all over roving reporting style, and that was a big old crowd. Guess the picture must have been taken when I was in one spot, and the tapes from when I was in another. So quit giving me the evil eye. It ain't nothing but a misunderstanding. There's no doubt about the voices on the tape. That was Mr. Payne, chief prosecutor. I'm sure none of it. Tabby wouldn't lie to us. I know she wouldn't. If she did, that would mean that she's our perp. Would y'all quit messing with me? As if I could have done something like that, little old me. I may be inclined to believe you if your testimony didn't contain a glaring inconsistency. It does? I thought it was pretty good. It seems I have no choice but to present her with the evidence to expose a contradiction. Alright. I'm gonna let you guys listen to this. I'm running to the restroom, but I will be right back. Don't destroy chat, please. Thanks. Please and thank you. Hello, I'm back. Let me put my thingies on. That bear trap is very precarious. Oh yeah. She stretches her arm, she's done for. Exactly. It is very scary. I agree. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. Sorry.
Hold it!
I didn't mean to press that either. You were running all over. Where exactly? Here, there, and everywhere, I guess. What, y'all don't know what all over means? You think I remember exactly where I was in the crowd like that? What do y'all want from me? Like you'd at least tell us where you were, at the left or right side of the stage. Left? Yeah, left, I think. Suspect is in the picture, the left-hand side, too. Coincidence? Probably not. This picture must have been taken when I was in one spot, tapes from when I was in another. Well... I don't really remember what they want from me here. To be entirely honest.
Hold it!
Why would you be moving around if your main aim was to record the president's speech? What now? How do you mean? Surely the speech would have been best recorded from a single consistent position. Well, see, that is, oh yeah, ambiance. That's the word I was looking for. Gotta capture the ambiance. Can't put that electric atmosphere down on print if I don't have a bunch of it on tape for inspiration. Surely all you achieved was to fill the tape with unwanted background noise. Y'all are questioning my methods now? I don't do standing still, alright? Alright.
Hold it!
So the fact that you are not in the picture is to be expected. Is that what you're trying to tell us? It surely is. I caught your pals, the prosecutors, on tape while I was in one part of the crowd. And then that picture was snapped while I was off someplace else. Look at it that way, it all makes perfect sense. Your assertion, then, is that the picture and your recording were taken at different points in the speech? Yep, timing's everything. You learn that soon enough in this line of work. So I could prove that those two things did happen at the same time. Her entire defense will come tumbling down. So quit giving me the evil eye. Okay. Evil eye? Are you suggesting that I might be attempting to intimidate a witness? No, I'm just suggesting that you light it up a little. Frown that way for too long, it'll stick. It ain't nothing so bad, the little smile can't make better. What do you say, Ruffles? I'm investigating the shooting of President, Miss Lloyd. A smile is highly unlikely to help with that. So proclaimed the prosecutor, all the while beaming from ear to ear. Paragraph ends. Perhaps what I ought to do is deploy my even eviler evil eye on her next time. I just can't get a read on her. But I don't feel like she's hiding anything super bad either. I agree that she doesn't seem to be ill-intentioned. But who knows if that means something much worse is lying just underneath. That was a really bad line read. I read that line really badly. Regardless, we must put aside our immediate impressions. Her actions are on the record. And I have proof that contradicts her testimony. I don't know what the proof is. Frick. Is it the tape recorder?
Objection!
It is the tape recorder. It is the tape recorder! Oh, fancy. Love that. Miss Lloyd, it's imperative for a reporter not to lie, wouldn't you say? You're dang right it is, and I don't lie. And yet, the photograph and the recording were definitely taken at the same time. What? You can't prove that. Oh, but I can. The evidence is right here in these pictures. This one in particular shows something that lines up precisely with what you were making your recording. Oh, it's because his fist was raised. Right. Yep, got it. Already figured it out. Right.
Take that!
See here, the president has his fist raised. And what about it? Would you be so kind as to play us the tape again? I ain't that simple. What if I were to tell you that you don't have a choice? Ugh, you don't make it easy, do you, Ruffles? Remember, we are concerned with the moment of the president raised his fists. No criminal organization, no matter how big, is above the law. The president thrusts his fist in the air and excitement reaches fever pitch. There, that moment right there. Correct. We've now confirmed when it occurred in the recordings. Which means Tabby should be in this picture too. And she is, right? For all of us to see. For Miss Lloyd is in fact the person with the red hood. What? Oh my god. She's gonna get a horrendous injury at some point. It's gonna be brutal. She is wearing gloves though, but her gloves don't have fingers. So then fingerprints would be on the gun. So you're a shooter, huh? No, I don't even own a jacket like that. That's right. From everything we know, the owner of Red Raincoat is... The owner of this Red Raincoat is John. John. That feels weird. That's... It's weird calling him John. We already have proven that the raincoat belongs to Mr. Doe. You, Miss Lloyd, were wearing something else. Something that also happened to have a red hood. So there were two people with red hoods all along? Indeed, Mr. Joe's last statement was true. Wait, but we only have found one raincoat. Where's the other one? We need to find Bonnie Young's new name ASAP so he can rush Tabby the hospital when she inevitably gets her arms torn off. No, not the Die Young Hospital! Uh-oh! Oh no! Her ice cream seller never mentioned a raincoat, only a red hood. So tell us about your jacket again, Miss Lloyd. Huh? This old thing? Well, the best thing about it is, like I said, if you get mud and such on it, it's reversible, see? So you just turn it inside out and... eek! Just as I thought. The inside of her hood, it's red! That's right, and when the incident occurred, that's the side of the hood that was visible.
What's going on here? What were you really up to, huh, pal?
Wait, I never even wore it that way around. Perhaps if you would allow us to examine it, we could confirm that for ourselves. And y'all gonna confirm that how exactly? It was reading right until the president's speech, correct? That must have been established already. And, as you yourself said, heck, I don't even use either. Come rain, sleet, snow, or shine, it's my trusty parka every time. I can't English well, but it's okay. It's fine, everything's fine, everything's swell. If you haven't reversed your parka since the rain, then the inside should be dry. Wait a second now, I got this big old backpack on, see? So I can't take my jacket off. Yeah, maybe I could show y'all some other time? Do you think an excuse that weak is gonna wash with Mr. Edgeworth? Oh. Well, what are you waiting for? If you're innocent, take it off and show us. It wasn't me, I swear. I never shot the dang president. I could never. If that's true, Miss Lloyd, then your best option is to cooperate and tell us the truth. Is there any particular reason why you chose to wear a parka with a red hood here today? I'm sorry, Ruffles. Something I never told you. Something that I couldn't. But I'll come clean, I promise. Just go easy on me now, you hear? Oh? Oh shit. I think I know where this is. I think I know what's happening. Oh god. Who said that? Oh my god. Is it my guy? Is it my guy? I think it's my guy. I think it's my guy. Oh my god, it's my guy. How am I gonna voice you? I need to give you a cool voice. Hold your horses. It's a little too soon for the endgame. Hi. God, look at him. He's so fun. I love seeing him in HD. That goes for you too, Mr. Prosecutor. Hold your horses. He's so funny. Horses? Ham's favorite animal. Crazy. You lost this one the moment you made your opening move. Chestnut 2.0, yeah. That's one of the men from K's photograph. Guess I'll better introduce myself. Sir, put the gun down, please. Name's Bronco Knight. Bronco. It's such a good name. I mean, I do love Horace Knightley because Horse Knight is really entertaining, but Bronco Knight is also really good. I'm the president's personal bodyguard. Second in command of his security detail. Eek! Point that thing somewhere else, pal. What the heck's wrong with you? Sorry, can't help myself. It's just too much fun being this good. You're not a member of the law enforcement, so how do you get a gun? The old girl's on loan from Zhengva, temporarily issued to us presidential bodyguards. Anyway, never mind that. I got 2 tidbits of news for you. You want the good or the bad first? Choice is yours. I'm indifferent, whichever you prefer. Really, you're giving up the first move advantage, just like that. Whatever, your loss. Guess I'll push out the first pawn then. So you play a little chess, I take it. Shut up, just shut up, just shut up. Just shut up. Both of you just need to shut up. It's just required. You guys just need to shut the hell up. I'm shutting both of them up. I'm putting like a little, shh finger to their mouths, just like shh. These two need to play chess really badly. They really, really do. Fill a fan, are you, Mr. Red Suit? My name's Edgeworth, and you can say I dabble. Shut up. I need to strangle them. Unfortunately, I can't strangle Knightley because he has the neck thing, but, you know, the cravat. The cravat is, you know, feasible. The jabot. I guess that's what it's actually called. Duly noted, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, I'll start with the good news. The president's okay. Didn't suffer so much of a scratch. He didn't? That's a relief. Particularly for the young lady here. That means there are no longer a murder charge on the table. That is good news, huh, Tabby? Yeah, 'cause I never, Now for the bad news. The only reason the president's alive is because we bodyguards did our job. One of us did, anyhow. Our boss put himself in the line of fire. You're referring to your colleague, Mr. Rook? Yeah, it's game over for him. It's so over for him. He was a gamer. He died in combat from dying in like Super Mario Odyssey or whatever the hell. We were playing a video game. Knight and Rook, and yeah, he died. He died when playing a video game. Yeah, it's so over for him. No way! Rook is dead. A genuine loss. So you're saying that Tabby? Yeah, your friend here killed my colleague. My brother in arms. Heck no. I didn't do it. I didn't kill nobody. I could never. I'd shut my mouth if I were you, murderer. Sure, we did what we had to do. Sacrifice one of our pieces to protect the king. To lose someone like him during a castling, it's a real shame. Castling? What's that even mean? It's a chess term. Very simplistically speaking, it's a move where the rook switches places with the king. I need to destroy them. Sorry. Nerd. I get like a sort of violence. I feel violent. And why did he just say so? Mr. Knight, was it? Yeah? What? We need to see the victim's body right away. And if possible, I'd like to ask the president a few questions. Sorry, no can do. And why not? That's the third piece of news. It's a piece you're gonna like the least. I thought you said there were only two. The National Police Force or Zheng will be handling things for me. What? You better be kidding, pal. This investigation was assigned to us. We're not about to hand it over. You're the Edgeworth, right? The one who solved the Yatagarasu case? The president mentioned you. Of course, Edgeworth immediately jumps in. Of course, he's like, man, I know the chess term. I'm honored to have warranted his attention. Makes sense, the chief prosecutor would assign this one to you. Wait, did the chief assign me to appease the president? Well, that was a mistake. A big one. You should have given the case to somebody with a spine. You're free to take it up with President Wong. If you enjoy diplomatic incidents, that is. Ah! You're coming with me. We'll continue this on the presidential plane. No, I never did anything. I never did nothing, I swear. We could do this one the hard way if you like, but in Zheng justice is served one way or another. God, I love that sprite so much. That was so fun. I love the new sprites so much. They're so good. I think they're a little uncanny in like a very specific way, but I still like them a lot. They're really well done. Ruffles, come on, you gotta help me out here, please. Miss Lloyd. She was the one in the red hood. There's no denying that now. But I can't help but feeling we don't know the whole truth behind this case. I'm innocent, you gotta believe me. Can I really let this happen? Is this really how it ends? The look in her eyes, the crack in her voice as she begs me to help her. This is no act by a criminal. She's genuinely scared. If I let him take her, we'll never know what really happened. What? Huh? What the? Get your filthy hands off of! Right now, is that really any way to greet me? Your neck has barely begun to heal, and you're already forgotten who I am. I'm disappointed. Edgeworth, he's about to shoot her ass, yeah? What, it's you? Ah, so you do remember. What do you think you're doing, pal? Put that knife down and give it up. Got some nerve pulling a stunt like this in front of a bunch of police officers. Don't even think about it. You don't stand a chance against this guy. Who are you really, Mr. Doe? Let's just say, then I'm no simple ice cream salesman. Guy's a pro, a hitman. His name, Shelly the Killer. The Killer? He's just a shrimple ice cream salesman. The Killer supports women. He does support women. He supports women's wrongs. There's not a legal professional in the country who doesn't know that name. Except for you, of course. Assassin capable of taking down any target, any place, anytime. This isn't the first time our paths have crossed. Yeah, and you should have recognized him, but you didn't. But, like, whatever. We'll talk about that later. It's been too long, Mr. Edgeworth. But of course, this is the first time we've met face-to-face. This is true. This is the first time they've met face-to-face. I forgot about that. Yeah, okay, that's a fair point. That makes a lot more sense than he wouldn't recognize him. But still. You're the assassin we've been looking for? In a sense, yes. A certain someone did indeed hire me to carry out a contract. And that contract did indeed specify that I were to assassinate President Wong. I swear I've seen his picture in one of my old files before, but... how could I have been so careless? Yeah, that's a good question. My bandage proved useful for bringing a knife into a park undetected. But I miscalculated in certain other regards. You didn't bring a gun? Now, shall we play a little game, Mr. Knight? I know how fond you are of such diversions. The stakes must be high in order for it to be fun, of course. So we wager your life. What do you want from me? I would like for you to allow Mr. Edgeworth to remain in charge of this case. He what? What are you up to, killer? I would simply like our mutual friend to see things to their conclusion. Huh? But why? Bastion Rope was a man of great skill, one with whom I felt a certain connection. It is only right that the truth behind his death be brought to light. With Mr. Rook's departure, the case is now yours to investigate, is it not, Mr. Knight? I am simply asking you for the transfer of the authority to Mr. Edgeworth. It is not something worth losing your life over, surely. You're just using the investigation as an excuse to get closer to the president. Am I really? I suppose that it is true. In order for the investigation to proceed, we will need to enter the presidential plane. You think I'm gonna let you near him? I'm his chief bodyguard. Are you? And here I thought you were only second in command. Rook's not allowed. That means I'm number one. I'm the bestie. Oh god. I'm the winner. I wonder if you have what it takes to step in such capable shoes. You? Of course I do. I'm the leader now. Me! That is indeed the case, and I would ask for you to make a choice worthy of a leader. Would you needlessly throw away your life, or will you allow the investigation to continue? Nyah. Is he really doing this to gain access to the president? Does he even need to? What is he plotting? You have no objections, I trust, Mr. Edgeworth. Come, let us continue this investigation. God, I love that sprite with him and Bronco. It's such a good sprite. Oh my god. It's so tasty. All the sprites are so tasty. I also love that the spectators on the left side are literally just some guys.
What do we do, sir? It would seem we have little choice but to do as we're told. That said, listen, detective, and listen well.
Bronco is floating. This is true. He is floating. Look at that guy, floating king. My guy, he liked chess so much that he started floating.
I'll buy us some time as I investigate. Meanwhile, you gather the other officers. Have them surround the plane and make sure absolutely certain that there's no way he can escape. Yes, sir, you got it.
I think that's the end of the demo, right? Oh, okay.
Okay!
Yes, let's save my progress. Ooh, I like the save file. This is good. Ooh, it has AAI1's first case in the background. That's fun. Alright. So that's where we're gonna end here, because there's literally nothing else we could do. But it's fine. There's no music. I'm taking away your music rights. Anyway, thank you for AAI2ing with me. This was very fun. I am very excited to see where this goes. And I'm very excited to see the rest of this case, because I love this case so dearly in my heart. Dead Edgeworth, yeah, he's kind of dead. He's a little bit more dead than usual. I really like this I really, really, really like this, I really, really like this background that I got together at the start of stream, before stream. It's just, I'm very proud of it. He's very, very dead. The background too, yeah. There's a lot of dead Edwards. Don't worry about it. I'm very excited to see him dead next stream. It's gonna be really exciting. I can't believe that they decided to like not even acknowledge that the spinoff has Edgeworth dead in it. SMH my head. How dare? How dare? I want to gaslight people that Edgeworth dies in these attorney investigations too, because it'd be really funny. Anyway, I would get a good kick out of it. We're gonna go check out No Name Paladin. Who's playing Pokemon Emerald, which is going to be very cool. Um, but anyway, so next stream we're going to be playing more Sea of Stars, which is going to be next Saturday. Very exciting. And then next Sunday is going to be the actual official Ace Attorney Investigations 2, which is fully released by then, which is so freaking exciting. We're probably gonna get done the case 1, and then I'll probably continue with case 2, because case 1 doesn't have too much left of it. So that's the game plan. That's where we're at. It's gonna be a blast and a half, and I am so very excited. I love this game very dearly. But yeah, so thank you guys for stopping by. Really appreciate it. As straight as usual for the raid message. And please give some love to No Name. Very cool individual, playing very cool games and being a pro gamer. But anyway, have a wonderful rest of your night, day, evening, whatever time zone it is. And I will see you guys soon. Bye!